Welcome to SA Company's Wildlife Wednesday. My name's Robbie, and I'm here to teach you about some of the coolest animals in this whole world. Welcome to Get Swamped. I'm Robbie, and I'm freezing. Yep, I'm in Florida. I live in Florida. They said, move to Florida. Well, that was 29 years ago. And I'm freezing. Well, enough of that. It's time to get animals ready for the cold. But first off, I want to teach you guys about something cool. Stay right here. I'll be right back. And you're going to learn something today. Have fun with this one. Hey guys, welcome to the farm. It is Wildlife Wednesday, and I want to teach you guys something about something that's close and dear to my heart. That's crocodiles. Meet this little girl. This is one of our American crocodiles. We are currently working with 10 different species out of the 26 of crocodilian. How cool is that? Now, American crocodiles are actually one of the larger crocodile species. And did you know that they actually have probably right there with the saltwater crocodile from Australia and through the islands over there, they're probably right up there with territory-wise. The saltwater crocodiles have a huge range, and so do the American crocodiles. These guys, the most northern part of their territory is right here in the United States. That's right, it's in South Florida. Now these guys range all through the Caribbean, and they're in Cuba, and they also go through the islands out there, and they range all the way over to Belize, Costa Rica, and Central and South America. How cool is that? Now, this little girl, look at those eyes. They're so beautiful. And if you look at their snouts, they're kind of longer, and their eyes sit like higher up. So these guys are a really, really neat species of crocodile. Let's see. Look at her. Look at her go. Oh my gosh. Look at her. She's so awesome. But you see how she started and she jumped forward, and then she ran right, left, right, left. Most crocodilian species run right, left, right, left. But then you have your few exceptions, like the Philippines croc, they gallop. The Cuban croc, my favorite crocodile in the world, they're a galloper too. They're always running like a horse. They gallop. Now these guys are extremely cool. And look at her. Oh, she's getting defensive. Did you see that? She's like, huh. And that's because I'm high above her. When crocodilians are babies, if you look at the top of their head, you'll see what's called a residual third eye. Where you going, little girl? Get back here. She's like, no, I'm coming for you. Watch this hand right here. Oh, that was tricky. But I got you. Now, through lots of handling like this when they're young, they will, hey, that's not nice. Be nice. They will actually, that was close. Did you see that? Oh my God, that was within inches of my face. You almost gave me a scar. That's not nice. Be nice. Now, through lots of handling like this, they actually will calm down, and you can work with them a lot better when they're older. It's a lot safer to work with them. But you still have to always keep your wits about you with crocodilian. They're not a domesticated animal. Even though crocodiles have been kept as pets since way, way back when they built the pyramids. Did you know ancient Egyptians actually kept Nile crocodiles as pets? There are mummified Nile crocodiles found in tombs with kings. How cool is that? That's just incredible. Oh man. Guys, here's another fun fact about crocodilian. It's actually kind of cool today here in Florida. So she is actually darkened up. She's a little bit lighter gray than usually than this, but it's kind of chilly out, so she's trying to darken up to attract more sunlight, which helps them regulate their body temperature, helps them warm up. She's kind of chilly, so she will do this. She'll darken up, and as she gets warmer, her skin will get lighter color. And also, on adult crocodiles, you'll see crocodiles sitting around, and they're sitting like this on the bank. And what they're doing is thermoregulating. They're trying to cool their body down. And then during the summer, they just go into the water, cool off, come back out, and sunbathe basically, just like you or I do going to the beach. Well, you guys probably do. I never seem to get to the beach. I'm always in the swamps. But that's my kind of place. Now check out her eyes, how pretty they are. Those green eyes. They're actually getting lighter as the sun comes out today and starts to warm us up. I'm not feeling that warmth yet. I'm still kind of chilly. Now crocodiles are actually one of the few reptile species that can actually produce their own body heat. Basically, like you and I do, is we produce our own heat, but we're mammals. Now these guys are reptiles, but one thing cool about them is they have a 4-chambered heart, and they can switch that 4-chambered heart to 2 chambers. Now the reason being for that is, you guys see all these little bumps here? These are bones. That's all like armor plating. Not only does it help them in a defensive way, giving them armor, but it also works in a way to help heat their blood. They'll switch their hearts to 4-chamber, and they'll pump their blood through these. They're coarse, and they're full of little pores and holes that run through it, and the blood will run close through there. Now what happens is, if you look at the way the sun's hitting it. This works like a solar panel. The blood's running through there, and as this warms up, it warms the blood up. Therefore, it's warming the animal up. How cool is that? I kind of want those on my back, especially on a day like today. I'd have my sweatshirt. Well, no, I wouldn't. I'm still cold. But
would you have more back pains then?
I don't know if you would, Z, because you'd be carrying the armor around for your life, and your body would be used to it. It's sort of like a primate. If we did what they did, we'd be super strong, because they climb trees, they swing from trees since they're a baby.
Well, what you were just saying, that you would want it now in your life.
Well, I would want to have been born with it.
Okay.
You know, that would be the ultimate. Now, also, they can switch their heart, like I said, to 2 chambers. So they can go underwater, and they can hold their breath for up to an hour, maybe even a little longer. And that is super cool, because they just basically slow their heartbeat down to nothing, and they're not expending energy or using oxygen, so they can hold their breath, which makes them the ultimate ambush hunter. How cool is that? All right, guys. These guys are super cool. And like I told you, they're one of the larger species of crocodiles. Now, some people have said that American crocodiles get upwards of 20 feet. I don't know how true that is. I've never laid my eyes on a 20-foot American, I have seen 13, 14-foot American crocodiles, and they are quite impressive. Could you imagine this girl that big? Well, a female's not going to get that big. Males will get bigger. Now, unlike a lot of species of animals, the males are actually the larger. So in lots of species you have that. Like humans, you know, males are prominently larger and stronger. But with the crocodilian, it's basically the same way. Males are larger and they're more powerful and they're just bigger. Now she should get probably 10, 11 feet, and that's quite impressive for a crocodile. That's over 1,000 pounds. And once she's that size, see those jaws right there? They're gonna have a bite force of up to 5,000 pounds per square inch. Wow. Now that is bone crushing power. That's like parking a car on top of your bone. Oh my goodness. That's just immense. And you see all those little teeth there? As she gets older, they're going to become big teeth. And what those teeth do is they basically cut and tear the flesh and they create a perforated line. Then the force behind that jaw just crushes through bone, and then they do something called a death roll. When they grab their prey, they will roll their body like that, but like a blender, super fast. And then whatever is in their mouth will remain in their mouth. And that makes it bite-sized pieces. They swallow that, and then they come back and take another bite, roll, and swallow that. Now, crocodilian stomachs are about the size of a football, so it really doesn't take that much to fill them up. And they're going to rely on that meal for, during the summer, close to a week, because they need the temperature, the heat, to help their digestive system, to make sure they digest everything. When it's cooler out, they don't eat as often. They may eat once a month, and in the wild, they're going to eat small meals like that. And they're going to be eating multiple small meals. But in captivity, during the summer, we feed once a week. During the winter, we feed once a month. And in the gator marsh, we feed more because there's a lot more animals in there. I'm going to stick her back up, and we're going to take a walk around the farm, and we're going to see what some of our crocodilian are up to today. Like I said, it's kind of chilly. So some of them might be down in the water trying to stay warm. Some of them might be up basking, trying to get that heat before the night hits. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's go on a walkabout. All right, guys, here we go. First stop, the gator marsh. We're doing our morning rounds, and we're gonna take a look about and see if we see anything. But remember, when you're out doing stuff, always stay hydrated. It's very important. Even though it's cold, your body can still dehydrate. So, yummy. All right, let's go on out here. We're gonna go down this peninsula and see if we see any gators out and what they're up to this morning. See. Look, there's a couple right up there basking. See them? They're out in the sunny spots. Right there. Let's walk out there. There's a big one out there too. There's two smaller females, and there's a big male. One of the females is going in. There's another one, and another one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gators right there. 6. There they go. There's a couple of them going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gators. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sorry guys, we didn't mean to interrupt you. We just want to share you with the world. Come back, guys. Look at these guys. There's a couple nice chunkers. That's a female right here. That's a little female, but there's a bigger male. And they all were laying up in here. You can see their footprints and their tail drags and everything. And these guys, there's one out there in the water. Look, can you see this big one right here? See him, Z? There's a couple right out there. Oh man, they're so awesome. Look at that one over there. There's one over here. There's one swimming over there. He's just coming from behind that plant. See him over there by the dead tree? Well, it's not dead, but they're so awesome. Dude, you are so lucky you got to be raised in all this and just enjoy this your whole life. And that's probably why you like it so much now. Mm-hmm. There's one head, two head, three head, 4, 5. Look at this girl. She could care less we're here. She's like, I'm getting the sun. And notice those backs. They've got their backs all big in the sun because they're trying to warm up. Those solar panels are working hard right now. She's a beautiful girl too. Look at her. Now look at this big boy. He's just kicked back, chill, Z. Now remember, people, don't go out into the wild and try this. It could end up very dangerously and very bad for you and the alligator. But these guys are our farmed alligators. They're nuisance gators, actually, that we've caught and we've been feeding. And see, he wants nothing to do with me touching him. So he's going to be on his way. A gator in the wild, if you did that, he would do a thing called a donut. He would swing his tail towards his mouth, open his mouth and chomp, because he's trying to scoop you towards his mouth so he can grab you. Oh man, I love this place. This time of year though, all the leaves are falling off the trees already, and it's getting kind of drab in here. And once spring comes, it'll be full of life again. All the birds will come back in. There'll be nests in all these trees and baby birds being born by the hundreds of thousands. You guys saw it last year in here, and we'll show you next year again when it happens in the spring. But man, it is so incredible. I love, this is one of my favorite places on the farm, coming into the gator marsh and just watching these guys. It is so neat. This year, Z, hopefully we get a dry season, because then we can rebuild the island down there where a lot of them like to nest. And we should get a lot more nests that way that don't get flooded out, because we'll build it up high enough. We'll plant bamboo on it, because the bamboo, the roots will spread out and basically keep all the dirt up in there. So the gators will have plenty of nesting areas. That's future plans for the marsh. So let's go check on some of the other crocodilian. And I still want to check on that Cayman if she rebuilt that nest we tore apart. because if she did, she might be laying soon. So let's go, Z. I hear splashing going on out there. Look, Z, some of the nests are still left. Not many of them, but some nest. Look at all those nests, Z. Those are all from those birds that come and nest in here during the spring and summer. And we've told you guys before, they lay like 3 clutches of eggs. 2 to 3 eggs each time they lay, and they raise those babies up and then lay a new set of eggs. So they do like 3 clutches during the year. So that's a lot of birds. I'm not great at math, but it's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of birds that are born in this marsh every year. And they come right back here. It's called a rookery in the gator marsh. Now, you guys have known, because I've told you, why do birds choose to nest in the gator marsh? Because it works in a trade-off. Birds come in here, they nest. They're protected from raccoons and possums getting into their nest and stealing the babies and the eggs from the alligators. But in return, they basically have to forfeit a few of their young every year, quite a few of their young every year, to the gators. That's the gators' payment for protecting them. I don't know if that's a great trade-off. I don't think I'd take it, Z. And you should be lucky, because we didn't give you as sacrifice to something. Come on. Z, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue now?
No, I just bit my tongue. No, a little bit ago I bit my tongue. I was trying to...
All right, guys, come on. We're in the Cayman pond now. Look at, some of them are up. Just like with the alligators, they're basking, trying to get warm. There's a bunch of them right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, we're not feeding. Stop! Stop it! I'm not playing your little game. Go, water, 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 water. We're not feeding. You guys are insane. It's cold out. Oh my goodness, you guys are already so fat. No, don't follow us. They're worse than little kids. All right, come on, guys. The water level looks nice, though, because we unclogged that drain, so it's still working. Let's see if she's done anything over here. Nope, she has not rebuilt, so just like I thought, she's just fat. She's just big boned. Huh. We'll check it again. Cayman breed different times, and they lay in the Central and South America where they're from. They're actually just coming into spring, and that's why they're laying eggs now in the wild. Now, some of them, it's still imprinted in their brain, even though they're not from there. In that species, it's imprinted. Go back here, take a look, see. This all looks really good. Our drain pipes are not a mile underwater now. And this nest is not rebuilt. Oh. That's not rebuilt. So I think we're good. I think we're good. Now, you guys are getting to see what crocodilian are doing on a cooler day. The sun's out now. It's actually warming up. But I think we're only hitting like 70 at the high today. And that's cold for Florida. This all looks awesome. I think I'm going to come in here and mow next week, Z, because if they're done nesting, we don't have to worry about it. I love this pond. It's so neat. I do see a tree branch back there. Do you see that one broke off? We're going to have to cut that. It's not putting weight on the fence, but I want to cut it and get it away from there. So that's another job we got to do. It just never ends, does it? See, they can't hear you if you shake the phone, no. Quit sucking on your tongue.
I'm not. You were very close to hitting me in the face with the pole.
Z, did I get close to his face, guys?
Well, they couldn't tell.
I got close to your jewels. All right, guys. Well, by the power of movie magic, we are in Tebow's pen. Let's see what everybody's up to. We got a couple gators sitting up here just sunning right there. They're out in the sun, out of the shade. There's my big boy. How you doing, buddy? It's getting cold. It's getting cold, buddy. You're staying right here, up here where the warm water comes in, huh? There's a crocodile right over there. She's right, you see her, Z?
Mm-hmm.
Come here, T. Come here. Tebow, come here. He's like, nope. I'm staying right here. He goes, you're not feeding? I'm sitting. Oh, you're such a big boy. You are such a big boy. Now, Tebow is 12 feet long, and he's over 1,000 pounds. So if you look at that belly, you're only seeing the top and the two sides. His girth is almost 8 feet around. I can't even, my reach is, my wingspan is 6 foot. I'm 6'4". Now I cannot put my hands around his belly. It's like that. There's 2 feet of left. And his neck is 36 inches around his neck. That's bigger than my waist. My waist is only 34. That's probably my belly. That's about the size of Tebow's neck. So you can't eat me, pal. Let's see who else is doing what over here. As soon as winter is here, the full-blown winter, this is the beach where they all lay because the sun comes right in here. And this is where you've seen me take pictures laying with Tebow and the rest of the gators. Oh, there's Marilyn. She's up. Look how dark she is, Z. You notice that?
Yeah.
Because it's so cool. That's our female Nile crocodile. There's a gator down there. There's a couple over there. Up under the, see the one right by the log? Right there in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's more up under the tree branches. I can see them up under the,
Unfortunately, the camera can't see them.
yeah. All right, let's go check on Marilyn's friend, Neo, over there. Now, if you look, it's actually cool out, like I explained several times today. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing how cold it is here in Florida because you guys are actually freezing up north. But to me, this is freezing. And to her, this is freezing. That's why she's laying up here and she's laying in the sun. Like I said, see all those bony plates? Solar panels. And she's warming up that blood. And look what she's doing over here. Come here, Z. She's got her mouth open. And it's not because we're here. She's just thermoregulating. She's keeping her body temperature nice and warm, but not letting it get too hot. And you notice she's darker in color than she usually is. You guys have seen her when she's super yellow. So there you have where I explained to you guys too how crocodilian change their color to temperature. When it's really hot outside, they're really bright, vibrant colored. Like her yellows are yellow. You guys have seen it, it's butter yellow. And now she's gray, slate gray with hints of yellow in her. So we're gonna go check on Neo. Then we'll check on the Cubans. And then we gotta get back to work. I hope you guys are enjoying your day doing rounds with us in the morning. I know a lot of people have been asking, Robbie, why don't you guys film when you're working? Trust me, you guys don't want to see that. It's just me yelling and barking orders.
Not to mention we're accident prone.
Shh, Z, not so loud. They might hear you. Accident prone? I've got all 10 fingers. Yeah, that's 10. Well, 4 fingers and 2 thumbs.
Well, no, thumbs are fingers.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, they're thumbs.
No, every thumb is a finger, but not every finger is a thumb. That doesn't work when you have a hat on.
I'm scratching my hat.
Okay.
Let's go, Z.
Okay.
Lock her up.
Yep.
All right, come on. Let's go check on Neo. Well, we don't have to go far. What are you doing, big boy? You're staying by where the warm water comes in, huh? No, I'm not feeding you today. It's too cold. It's gonna get cold tonight, buddy. We'll feed you this weekend. It warms back up Friday. Friday, we're back up into the 60s at night, and that's fine for me. Now, Neo is a West African crocodile. Like I told you guys before, for a long time, for the longest period of time, they were thought to be Nile crocodiles. But the Nile does not run through West Africa. So, and they are a lot different. I've always said that since I've kept crocodiles and had both species, that I don't think these are the same crocodilian, and science seemed to agree because they finally separated the West African, which is now called a sucus, from the Niles, which are Niloticus. That's their Latin names, their species. So they are one of the newer species discovered, which they were actually discovered years and years and years ago, but hey, that's the way science works. It's slow sometimes. Come on up here. Take a nice look at his face. Look at that big boy. Now, he's 11 feet long. He's almost as long as Tebow, but he doesn't have the girth because crocodiles really don't get that girth till they're more mature. Tebow's a very old gator. These guys are relatively young. They're probably only in their 20s. So that's a young crocodile. But still, the bite force behind that crocodile's mouth is incredible. Definitely don't want to get bit by that one. Or any of them, a matter of fact, because they all hurt. All right, Z. Let's go see what Sobek and the Cubans are up to.
Okay.
I heard some noise going on, and Sobek knows we're here. So let's go take a look-see. There he is, see? He was laying in the sun, but he's inching his way this way because he heard us, and he doesn't want to miss out on a meal. He thinks we're feeding. He's like, what's going on? I hear you people. We're just doing our morning checks on you guys. Don't worry, buddy, we're not feeding. You're not gonna miss anything. We always come in there and feed you. Beautiful, beautiful yellow Nile. Once again, he's not yellow. He is gray right now, and that's just the way it is because of the temperatures out. He's got to warm up, so that's what he's doing. All right, Z, come on. Look over here. There's Lucy, our big girl. That's our female Cuban crocodile, the mother to all our babies. And she had 7 babies this year. Thank you, honey, for all those beautiful, beautiful children of yours. Hopefully one day we'll get to send some of your kids back to Cuba. And then her husband, Ricky. Hi, Ricky. Now, if you look at the position right now, he's semi-relaxed. He's got the front leg pulled back by his head, and the paws like turned down, so he's relaxed. But also the other side is positioned where he could hop. So he's always ready. Sobek hears me talking, and he's coming up to see, hey, why are you talking about them? And how come I'm not a star? You're a star too, buddy. You're a star too. Now here is Lucy, like I said. And Lucy's got both feet forward. And if you notice her back legs, they're tight up against her body. She's ready to hop. She is ready to go. She's thinking, are they gonna feed me? But she's not too sure of it. You guys look awesome. It'll warm up a little bit today, just a little bit. We're only gonna hit 70, guys, so make sure you guys are in your cave tonight. These guys have a cave in there at the water's edge where the water goes into their cave, and their cave runs about 20 feet back in. So they get back in there and they escape the cold.
Do they keep anything in their cave?
I don't know. I'm not crawling in there to look. Are you gonna?
If you're going to move them, then yeah.
You go in.
Well, if you move them, then yeah.
I'll move them from here. I'll chase them down there, and then.
Oh no.
That would be terrible to be coming out of the cave and they're coming in.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Then they would have something in the cave. You.
On the bright side, they're starting their skull collection.
Those are pillows, Z. So, Beck, what are you doing, buddy?
God, the jealous type.
He is so he's so awesome looking. He's improved so much, Z. Remember when we first got him, how skinny he was?
Yeah.
He's big now. He eats a lot. Probably next year or year after, we'll put him with Maryland. We'll separate. We'll put the West Africans in here, and then we'll put him and Maryland in there. That'll be cool. That'll give us a pair of the high yellow Niles. These Niles are such beautiful. All the crocodilian. And you guys see it right here. Crocodilian, ever since I was a little kid, man. Dinosaurs, you know? And this is the closest thing we have to dinosaurs on the planet anymore. That and ostriches and emus and everything else. It's all been here longer than humans. Man. All right, guys. There you have it. Doing our morning rounds, checking on our crocodilian. My favorite thing. I love this life, and I thank God for it every day, because I don't think there's anything I'd rather do in the world than share my passion with people like you and teach people how amazing these animals are that really don't get a lot of love, because everyone's taught to be scared and fear them. And that's simply not the case. It's more like respect them and have respect for the animals and what they are capable of doing, and coexist, because they are one of God's beautiful creatures on this planet, and so are we. And we have to share it with them. You guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. Get swamped, share your passion, and random act of kindness. It goes a long way. And wherever you guys live, go check out your local zoo or somewhere. You live in Florida area, go check out Gatorland and see some awesome animals. And hopefully one day soon we'll be back open and you guys can do tours here and have fun with us and learn a lot more about what we love, wildlife. Take care and see ya!